Hello Skillr fans, today we will break down an intriguing style based on unpredictability and skill. The style of Sonny Edwards. A boxer who is slowly gaining recognition as one of the best pound for pound boxers in the UK. So let's find out what makes him so special by starting with his boxing stance. Boxing stance. Sonny usually boxes from the orthodox stance, as we could say is his natural stance, but he will regularly switch stances throughout the course of the bout, in a very subtle and unpredictable way.
Trying to catch him with punches, but we know that Edwards, you see him then he pulled back, but he actually come back then as a southpaw. He was actually boxing as an orthodox boxer, but as he came out...
While he is very technical, he is far from a textbook boxer. Edwards chooses to box from a more relaxed guard with his hands held low. That way, he can control the distance, and it also supports his balance, enabling him to execute his complicated footwork moves effectively. Particularly his lead hand is usually held really low, using it to unleash a fast jab and establish his rhythm. Skills. Timing. Edwards' impeccable timing is a key element of his style. We'll talk about his power later, but when we analyse the times where he has hurt his opponents, it usually comes from his counterattacks, which are created through his impeccable timing.
Oh, great attack at the end of the round.
Not only are his counterattacks incredible, but especially when he strikes in between his opponent's punches, which makes a huge difference.
Oh, that's a nice shot. The right-hander, look at the reaction. Something like 16-7.
He's also got a wide range of different punches he can throw, which along with his timing makes him so effective. As he can throw in many ways from many angles, it allows him to really exploit the opportunities he sees and time his punches in any situation.
Trying to set a different problem.
He's trying everything to get Edwards to walk onto the uppercut now. Look, there's a little left uppercut.
Timing can be difficult to break down, but one thing that stands out about Edwards, and a big reason for his great timing, is his unwavering focus. He is always alert, looking at his opponent, waiting for the right time to strike.
On his ledger, one of them...
Unpredictable footwork. When we talk about Sonny Edwards' style and what makes him such a tricky opponent is his unpredictability. Edwards is an unpredictable mover, both in and out and circling his opponent on the outside. He's also a confident stance switcher.
Having switched to the southpaw stance, so effortless. And again back to orthodox, you almost don't notice it.
And he's excellent at varying both the timing and the exact direction of his movements, making it very difficult for any opponent to make reads and pin him down.
Grips with the movement of Edwards. Look, see, just too far out there.
Grips with the movement of Edwards. Look, see, just too far out.
He perfectly mixes his technical but chaotic footwork with his ability to punch from any angle, sometimes directly facing his opponent.
It's off the ring, Talani trying to get into range. Those are just taken on gloves. Talani.
Other times switching stances during a punch, changing from a lead punch to a back punch and so on.
Back up. With a jab.
with a jab.
Constant punch volume. Unlike other boxers, Edwards doesn't work on sequences. Instead, he usually maintains a certain pace or rhythm on his fights.
And now the injection of like that. Made back with interest, eh? Wow. Which he is doing now. And coming back with an attack of his own. The referee's seen enough, he doesn't want to see any more.
Even if some punches are not really damaging, and maybe they're not meant to be, his punching volume remains constant.
Good work. Going through the gears here, Sonny Edwards.
Edwards clearly determined to show that he can mix it at the highest level.
His jab comes almost invariably in doubles or triples, and is usually followed up.
Dabbing anxiously at it, there's quite a lot of blood there.
He doesn't throw extended combinations the way some fighters at these lower weights like to do, but he does strike his opponents constantly. Now that we've seen the best of Sonny Edwards, let's take a look at more vulnerable areas of his game. Flaws. Lack of power. With 4 knockouts in 20 wins, there's a case to be made for a lack of power. It is true that some boxers have more power naturally, but power is often also influenced by the style of boxing you have. His punches often come from unconventional angles and positions, sacrificing power for unpredictability. He rarely plants his feet to generate maximum force. Instead, he likes to fight on his toes, choosing movement over power.
Just using good footwork and just clipping him with the right hand as he spun away.
This approach hasn't posed a problem yet, but it could if he faces an opponent who can close the distance quickly, as you have to give them a powerful reason to keep them at bay. Nevertheless, this is the approach he takes into his fights. An in-and-out style relying on footwork and not getting hit, which has taken him to be considered as one of the top pound-for-pound boxers in the UK. But we would love to know your opinion. Do you see any other flaws or skills? Let us know in the comments.